Good morning, everybody. Welcome, actually an early welcome to week number 4 of HRD 631. If you haven't done your work, you haven't participated in the discussion post, or you did your original post, don't worry, you still have 2 days to jump online and comment on 2 or 3 or more classmates, and then also do your original post or vice versa. So right now it's Saturday. I'm looking out in my backyard. It's full of trees and it looks nice and warm and snowy. But for those that are in Maine, this morning it was minus 14 here in Topsom, and then with the wind chill, I think is 35 below zero. So pretty cold. Actually, a really good day to do schoolwork. So if you're thinking about jumping on that snowmobile today, have at it. But I don't think I'll be doing that. I think I'll be predominantly inside, and maybe I'll bundle up and take our dog out for a 3-mile walk or so. So welcome to week number 4. This part of the course, especially in weeks 4 and 5, we really start looking at the meat of the subject of this class. We talk about in week number 4 traditional learning theories, and then in week number 5 we switch gears and go to adult learning theories. Each of them standalone are very important to understanding how adults learn and also understanding the development of adult learning theories. So here's the video. These are some of you may know the behaviorist learning orientation, and that's, B.F. Skinner, where basically you're saying, I'm going to teach this person something, or I'm going to teach a dog something, how to hear the bell and then go to get their food. Maybe that's appropriate at times with adults, but sometimes if you look at, and we'll be studying next week, you'll look at the underpinnings of how adults learn, that might not be the best way for adults to learn, or for us as educators to teach. So I'd like you to explore, these are the traditional learning theories. These are orientations. They're not theories. They're more, well, they are theories, but they're more orientations. I view them through the lens of kind of the broad idea on learning. So get right to it. These are the traditional learning theories. I have some information on here. This also, we're going to be looking at adult development theories. So in chapter 12, there's an interesting, well, this is separate of our textbook, but this one is about how transitions in life really impact adult development and therefore adult learning. Very interesting topics this week. As far as materials, I put together a PowerPoint on the subjects for this week. This is a HRD 631 presentation, chapter 12, and learning theories. We have videos. One is on behaviorism. We have one on constructivism, learning theories. Okay, so the objectives. I'd like you to start formulating ideas about writing your own learning autobiographies. You don't need to submit anything, but that is something I really would like people to start thinking about. Start articulating the question for your exploration project, and that is due, I'll have more information on that coming up next week, but that long term, that is due on February 19th. So this is the question. Really, all it is the question that's going to drive your study, your exploration project coming up. Gain a better understanding of the traditional learning theories. Gain a better understanding of adult development theories. And as time goes on, and I've been studying adult education and adult learning for quite some time, this one here, when I took this class probably 22 years ago, and I think I thought at the time adult development theories were really critical towards understanding how adults learn. But as time goes on, I believe now more than ever that where somebody is in the adult development spectrum really plays a big part in people learning and how they retain information. So I'm very interested in hearing other people's comments through the discussion forum on that. Post and respond in the discussion forums about traditional learning theories and reviewing. There's 4 approaches that we look at adult development, reflecting on your own life. So which one of these kind of speaks to you and why? So one other thing, just a heads up, February, actually that is wrong. I made an error. That is February 19th. Just a heads up, February 19th. I will correct that. So the materials, as always, are down here. Introduction, the readings that I talked about above, the learning objectives, and then I have the advanced organizer for week number 5 for those that are trying to get ahead or they're wondering what's coming up. So the advanced organizer right in here, we're going to be looking at really some fascinating stuff. One is McCluskey's theory of margin. Basically is a theory and a mathematical equation, so to speak, that kind of talks about, does somebody have the resources and the help that they need to accomplish what they want with their learning? Andragogy, one of my favorite subjects that we, in the whole adult world, and really it starts with Malcolm Noll. Malcolm Noll was a researcher and an educator, and he's the one that came up with the 5 or 6 assumptions about andragogy, about basically how adults learn. Like you, next week in week number 5, these are the chapters I'd like people to read. There's a model that's called the Pro model. That's an electronic reserves. And then we have something on self-directed learning for adults. And then looking ahead, the exploration project question is due February 19th. This is correct. I didn't correct. I thought I corrected everything in the previous screen I showed you, but I will. So that is it for the week. If you have any questions, please let me know. I want to thank everybody for their active discussion on the discussion forum. If you haven't been participating as much as you're able to, don't worry, there's plenty of time. We're only in week number 3. So let me know if I can help, and stay warm. We'll see everybody online. Thanks, everybody.